And we are live. Welcome back to... Oh, I got my shirt there. I should remove that. Be a little bit more professional. Yeah, we are live with Tales from Trollskull. Whoa. What is...
Oh, you got a bit of an echo there, mate.
What is coming... Oh, that's my phone. I didn't realize I had my phone on. I was just like, whoa, where is that coming from? That's so loud. Welcome back to Tales from Trollskull Tavern. We are the only fiends. I have Lockie, aka Theron, here with me today. What's up? Reactive seems to be broken for some old reason, but you know, we're going through it. We're working out the kinks. A little rusty. I don't need to be in the group view for some reason.
Rusty. No,
yeah, you are just
greased up. It'll be fine.
Dull. You are rusty and dull. But yeah, we are. Today,
no, we're sharp. We're greased up.
We're off the rails, and we are doing a chat. We'll just have a quick chat. We're going to talk about our tier list that we did a couple of weeks ago for the class, and then we're going to do some, no, not backgrounds. I was going to say backgrounds, but what is it? It's the... Help me out here.
Oh, fuck. There's words. I got to speak.
Come to my aid. What's the tier list? It's a class...
Oh, subclass.
Subclass. That's it. I don't know. For some reason, I was going backgrounds, and I'm like, a backgrounds tier list? Shall we do it?
I mean,
Acolyte.
it depends.
A tier.
Yeah. Really? Okay, I'm going to need to hear the take on this one. Acolyte?
Acolyte A tier. Right, let me get out.
Acolyte has garbage. Like, because we're doing like 2014 D&D. So
we're doing, old edition. Here we go. Let's go. Acolyte.
Yeah.
Acolyte's solid. You get a couple of languages. You get a free spell.
Oh, yeah, languages aren't bad. You get a free spell?
I think you do.
Fuck off.
Oh, man, I'm the least.
It gave you like fucking proficiency with like history and arcana.
Yeah, hold on. I'm struggling through the back end of D&D Beyond here, trying to get to the abilities page, but here we go. We want backgrounds. I had faction agent, acolyte on the core rules. You get a skill proficiency, an ability score, obviously tool proficiency. It says a feat, but
no, that's new. That's new acolyte.
Okay, that's new. Okay,
that's not 2014. So 2014 acolyte.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Insight and religion. Insight's pretty good. Insight's a pretty good fucking proficiency.
Couple of languages.
Like, when does that ever come up? You do get 2 languages. That's actually not bad.
Solid.
And then a holy symbol, 15 gold pieces. None of that really matters. So really what you want to look at is the languages and the proficiencies. Religion's like kind of a do-nothing. Insight's mad. Insight proficiency is mad, but like the classes that use wisdom for insight generally already have access to it. Like your druids, rangers, and clerics all get insight proficiency just as one of the choices they can choose from their class, so it's not as good. The 2 languages can be good, but like how often does that actually come up?
I love how you're coming at this like it's actually like a real thing that's going on.
Oh yeah,
I rate it. I respect it,
bro. I haven't done shit for like 2 weeks, man. I need to sink my teeth into something.
Yeah, I think it's affecting my ability to do this. I'm doing other things, and now I'm like, oh my god, I've forgotten how to do this. It took us 15 minutes to set this up. I mean, I'm on the struggle bus, man. It's good. For some reason, my camera is like just struggling. But yeah, I did update my OS. Yeah, it's like it's real low frame rate. I don't know what's going on. Let's go.
Maybe turn down your what's that? Yeah, bit rate.
Yeah, my C whatever 900 or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
All the settings have changed. Even the Logitech apps just screw me over. What the hell? Oh man, that's alright though. Also,
just for context, for anyone who's watching the VOD, when we do actually get around to ranking subclasses, we are ranking the 2014 versions.
Yes, the 2014
we aren't
versions.
ranking the updated versions. We haven't played with them, so we have no context. I've read the book, but like until I get my fucking hands on them, I'm not ranking shit.
Yeah.
My god, there's so many.
Let's talk about it. Have you done any insight into the new rules?
I read the book. I got some issues with it.
That you want to go over on stream.
I mean, it's not like anyone's like these aren't hot takes. These are very cold.
Yeah, go hit us with the takes. Because I have mucked around on D&D Beyond and
fucking hate what they did to Paladin. Forcing your Divine Smite to be a bonus action is garbage and sucks and should be. Nah, fuck that. Also, it can be counterspelled now. Like, I've got to come up to you, hit you in the face, use my bonus action, and it can be counterspelled.
Interesting.
That's fucking dumb.
I kind of like that, though. As someone who doesn't play a Paladin, I'm like, that's interesting. Interesting.
What, you don't like me hitting them for 700 damage in a turn?
No, well, I get that that's your thing, and I know. The
thing is, I'll let you go.
If I know how you feel, right? So I'm not playing it in a corner or in like a bubble where I'm just like, I don't like that he's doing 700 damage, man. This sucks. Like I'm in I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you want to play the class, and I'm also like, come on, hit that 700, hit that 700. Right, but like at the same time,
big numbers is fun.
And part of me is like, oh yeah, I kind of am a little like, oh, it just gives the DM a little like back pocket tool to just be like, that's actually 80 damage instead of 700, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, look, I do understand that paladins are like super powerful, but you also run into the issue of like spellcasters at the same level can send someone to another fucking dimension.
True.
Like,
what is banish? Like, what level do you get banish?
I think level 7.
I remember we used it pretty early, like fairly early on.
Yeah. So level 7, I think, wizards, bards, and clerics.
And that is insanely powerful. Like that is a very powerful.
Like you can just get rid of your paladin at that point. Like you don't need someone to do stupidly high damage to a big meaty target because like you can just like cool go to another dimension.
Yeah. And
like
you don't.
And like, the thing is, paladins look really powerful because you see them roll these giant ass numbers, but they can do that like once a turn.
Yeah.
Against one person.
Yeah.
And it's like, and also we're playing with a variant of the rule that makes them more powerful, which is crunchy crits.
Yeah.
Crunchy crits definitely benefits paladins a lot more than probably other classes. But also crits kind of suck in 5e. Like,
okay, so just a spicy take.
No, that is not a spicy take. Crits being bad in 5e is not a spicy. Like, you compare a crit fishing build in 5e to like a crit fishing build in 3.5, and like the difference is nuts. Like, you can pretty consistently hit a crit every turn in 3.5. Like, and then the damage is just insane in 3.5. I mean, you could do some goofy fucking shit in 3.5. I'm not gonna lie. 3.5 was weird. I only played a couple of years of it before getting 5e.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was.
And I always come back to it, but I tell you what was weird: AD&D, man, with Thaco.
Oh yeah, Thaco to hit AC 0.
So good. That's so good. I mean, yeah, I played a lot of Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. I haven't played 3 yet. I've got to get on playing 3. I think I might do that next year.
Good.
And then
there is a couple of differences that you're gonna need to wrap your head around. Number one, when you get back up after being down, you lose your action. You still get your bonus action, you still get your movement, but your main action is gone. So that whole like going down and then just rezzing people is not as good in Baldur's Gate 3 as it is in like 5e, where you can just like have someone fall to the ground, give them a d4, have them hit twice, and then have them go down again and just bring them back up.
Yeah.
Not as effective in Baldur's Gate.
In the Baldur's Gate 3, you're talking about?
In 3, yeah.
It's I'm looking forward. I will play it soon. I will play it one day, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, so what other spicy takes do I have around the new system? Yeah, so I don't like what they did. I don't like that clerics are the same. They're like divine things that they can do. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's like their class ability. Which,
divine something.
It's not divine intervention.
Gift of alacrity. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like my vow of envy.
Yeah, but their version of it. Yeah,
but
that's
their
how
version,
rusty I am.
the cleric version of that. That's also you can counterspell that now, which I fucking hate. I really dislike the class abilities can be counterspelled because
Channel Divinity.
There's so many Channel Divinity. That's it. Yeah. There's so many like monster abilities that like have spell effects. Like for example, your Beholder Eyeball Raise, which like one of them can just straight up kill a motherfucker. Like it's just death. And like that can't be counterspelled because it's not exactly a spell. It's just kind of magical. And I always believed that kind of paladins and clerics, their abilities were in that same realm. So unless you're going to allow us, the players, to counterspell fucking everything, do not make all of our abilities counterspellable.
Yeah.
Because monsters will have those abilities that are magic adjacent and really similar effects to spells that can't be counterspelled because they're not spells, but players no longer have that.
It's kind of like debuffing things. Like it's a different level of that mechanic where I too am like classic counterspell type of thing where like you see a spell, you counter the spell, and that's the way counterspell's supposed to work, right? Yeah. Like now if they're starting to debuff things, it's a little like
it implies a spell. Like fucking
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like counterspell, it's in the fucking name. And
it does imply like there is something there to counter. Right, like you're actually like a the way I think about it is like an attack, like defending an attack or parrying an attack. It's the same mechanic, but for a spell, right?
Yeah,
like you can't just like, oh, you have an aura, so therefore, like I counter that aura. I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem right.
Exactly, and then like because the paladin thing, the divine smite is kind of just you're not casting a spell. You're hitting someone with so much. With so much like force of will, you're like imparting your own fucking force of will and magic into that sword to hit someone real hard. You're not doing like a spell. You're not you're not casting things. You're just throwing all of your energy into something. And I think I
agree that is a little like, I think it's a different type of mechanic where I think DMs are going to be like, ooh, this is good. Like this actually gives me another tool to kind of like stay alive with my like what I'm actually doing with my battle scenarios.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think you're right in the fact that it'll take a little bit away from the players.
It's a flavor loss, I think, at the end of the day, mostly. Like you're losing a little bit of that kind of what's it when like the flavor of like a game action and the mechanics line up really well? It's like there's like a disconnect there.
Optimized like type of thing.
No, I just mean like for narrative purposes. Like
okay.
A divine smite isn't like it's not like, because there are smites that are spells, like you do a thing to your sword and then hit someone.
For sure, like a flame blade or something like that.
Like flame blade, like you're imparting magic actively, whereas the divine smite is just force of will and desire to murder whatever the fuck is in front of you so hard that they take more damage.
Hell yeah. And I feel like that is a very Theron thing also, right? Like,
he wants to put whatever's in front of him in the ground.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I have played around with the D&D Beyond thing a little bit, and I'm a very like, change. I don't like change.
Yeah,
and
I'm also definitely in that group.
Going through a few of the things that's very like, it feels very narrowed down. In a sense that, like, okay, we're optimizing some things, and you realize, like, I get it. Like, optimizing a game, like, I always use the example of, like, the first time I played Borderlands, and then I played Borderlands 2. Like, you can't go back to Borderlands 1 after that, because, like, the game is just so, like, not optimized. Like you're running insane amounts of
distance.
Your shooting is like a bit weird because the game's not optimized properly. Like your guns are totally different. Like, and I feel like the way what they're doing is a little like hacking at the game's core, which I don't feel. And I'm only talking like just from like looking at a few things on D&D Beyond, but like I haven't read the book or anything. But I feel like even just the sense of trying to use the app itself is like they've taken bits out and like changed bits, and I get that like you can just sort of
just streamlining the fun out of it.
Yeah, I mean, not the fun. They're just kind of like trying to make the game like a bit more. I don't know, like it takes an hour to play like what would be a 3-hour session, you know? And that's not. I don't know. To me, that's not D&D. Like I don't know. It's probably coming across as like not coherent, but I just don't feel like that's what they should be doing. But ultimately, like, what do you do? It's their product. You know, they can mess with it.
Fuck Wizards of the Coast. Fuck
there you go. No sponsorships.
Fuck them. They called the Pinkertons on a motherfucker.
Pinkertons.
Like, shit. They called the Pinkertons on a motherfucker. Like, nah, fuck WotC. They're a shit ass company.
Did they is that legit? They used the Pinkertons?
Yeah, that was the thing. It was like last year.
Okay, I'm gonna have to Google this. Let us get on the Google machine and look at this. Wizards of the Coast, because you're a MTG, Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I'm a big Magic nerd.
Which I'm sure gives you another level of like understanding Wizards of the Coast, right? For me, I don't play like I play a little bit, I dabble a little bit, but I'm not like on the forefront of like Wizards of the Coast, and they're creating the game of Magic the Gathering and like D&D. What am I doing again? Wizards of the Coast, Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Let me change this screen to stop.
This is an actual thing. Like they can't sue us. This happened.
Magic the Gathering publisher hires Pinkerton to seize leaked cards from YouTuber's house. Wow. A mistaken cell leads private investigator to intimidate and threaten an individual and his wife. Holy moly.
Yeah, man. It's real fucked up.
Yeah, damn. I mean, what did they actually leak? The cards themselves?
Yeah, just some cards from a new set, like a couple of weeks before, maybe a month before it was supposed to drop.
Were they like actual physical cards? Like
yeah.
So
like,
I mean,
it was what's fault? Like they accidentally sold him the cards. If I believe, the creator said he purchased a box from an acquaintance who did not realize March of the Machine was substantially a different product from March of the Machine set. So, okay, yeah, Aftermath. So he bought it from a friend, who I assume owns like a game shop, and didn't realize they were different sets.
Interesting.
The Pinkerton fixed everything, including the tokens, packaging, before giving a number of Wizards of the Coast in play. That's fucked up. Like the Pinkerton,
for the audience, explain what the Pinkertons are.
All right, so they were, if I remember correctly, this is coming from memory, so it could be wrong, but I do believe they were a private, like malicious / investigative company that were union busters.
Yeah. I think they might have been too. Yeah. They were. Yeah, I think they were like a CIA type, a private CIA type.
Something like
force that. Back in the 19th century. Like a private militia. You're right. Like an oligarchy militia. Yeah. Sorry, I'm doing 3 things at once here.
I'm not crazy.
Detective agency, but it's interesting because this ties into our game a little bit with the Tiger's Eye. I feel like when we were playing that section of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I got these like weird Pinkerton vibes from the Tiger's Eye stuff that we were going through.
Oh fuck yeah, they were so Pinkerton. Yeah.
It's amazing that is still around today, but right.
Yeah, right? Like, I thought this was a thing in, like, the 40s and 50s. Like, I knew about them busting up, like, not to get political, but I have spent a little bit of time researching unions and that kind of stuff. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about workers' rights and all of that fucking shit.
Hey, we have in the game, too. We're tying it in.
This is a D&D game. I'm not... I mean, we are going off the rails for the C.O.N.T.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, here we go. Wizards of the Coast. Sorry, in 2023, Wizards of the Coast hired the Pinkertons to seize products from the March of the Machine, the Aftermath's card set for the trading card game Magic the Gathering. YouTube, Dan Cannon published a video on YouTube showing contents that the order received ahead of the release date from a local game store. Pinkerton used intimidation and legal servings to force compliance. According to Wizards of the Coast, this was done after several attempts being made to contact the individual in private with no response. See, yeah, I guess which side do you take of that? But I kind of go like...
the side of the dude, fuck the company.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Like, Wizards of the Coast are a subsidiary of Hasbro. They have enough fucking money.
Yeah, true.
They had enough money to hire a private detective agency to essentially, in my opinion, shake down a dude.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, here, like, they're union busted spyware house for Amazon. Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
billions and billions of dollars. Like, yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah, the Pinkertons are shitty people, and if you hire them, you stop.
What country is 9 News? Okay, in Colorado, yeah.
Which 9 News?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Channel 9 in Australia? Holy moly, what? Channel 9 News.
In my fucking opinion.
Spraying you with bear spray, holy moly.
In my opinion, if you hire the Pinkertons, your company in shit, and you can suck a dick.
Yeah, fair.
Fuck what's the.
Fair. Due to its conflicts with labour unions, the word Pinkerton continues to be associated by labour organisers and union members with strike breaking.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Interesting tangent. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Because what was I gonna say about like owning proprietary material, right? Because I used to work for a print company that used to print what was the old magazines used to get like a CD of game demos in it? PC World, PC Mag and stuff like that. So essentially, like, I got a full copy of that like 2 months before that came to the shelves. So if I was to do stuff like that, I could have got those magazines and like actually I had access to high res stuff that was going in the magazines, right? Because we were putting them together for them to be printed. And that, like, like what you said there makes me think of that kind of scenario where it's just like, imagine if I did that and the Pinkertons came after me, man. Like, whoa.
Like, shoot you down.
That's crazy.
It's real fucked up. Like, big ass company, and like, no one, like, they got next to no backlash.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really get backlash at all, though, right? Like,
oh no, they get backlash.
Like,
that. OGL, the OGL fucking backlash to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see backlash as like people getting upset, and then the company just comes out and goes, "Okay, we're changing it." To me, that's not really backlash. Like, backlash is like when it forces maybe like a company to lose money or fucking nearly shut down or like shit like that. To me is backlash. But I mean, they do get a fair bit of shit online.
Yeah, they get well, they often have to change their plans. Fuck, the newest thing they did. So shout out to any of my Magic the Gathering players. This one's for you.
Yeah.
So there's this Magic the Gathering format called Commander. I'm assuming you're aware of it. It's a more casual kind of version. Okay, well, it's a kind of more casual version of Magic.
MTG Commander.
Yeah, so it's a 4-player version of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yeah, fascinating.
It used to be run by what was called the Rules Committee, which was basically, I think it was 5 people who, because it was a community-made format, like it wasn't created by Wizards of the Coast, it was made by OG judges in like the 90s.
Yep.
But then it became really popular because it was a super casual way to play Commander where you could like kind of goofy decks, and it was a bit of fun.
Yeah, okay, I do actually know about this. Yeah.
So I was run by the Rules Committee for a really long time, for a separate board of people with no association to Wizards of the Coast. Then they made a change. They decided to ban some expensive cards, and people got real upset. And I am not condoning that. That was shitty behavior. If you did that, fuck you.
When you say banned, you mean like in tournaments?
Yeah, well, because I mean, there's no real tournaments. It's
because it's kind of like a casually type format.
It's a casual format, but they had a ban list, cards you can and can't play in the format because, you know.
But that's stupid. Like, you would just play it anyway. You're not sitting in your Magic den with your mates being like, no, that card's banned. You're not playing that. Like, veto.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised.
Oh my god.
You would be surprised. There are people like that. But yeah, like you can play banned cards if you want. Like just have a chat with your friends.
Yeah, I know, but like that's where my mind went anyway.
Yeah, no, 100%. The reason they banned most of the cards was because they felt they created like a bad play environment because they were like too aggressive and too good. And like I don't fucking know. I'm a real casual player. I play like goofy fucking weird ass decks. I'm sick of the tournament grind. I did my time. I'm out. So
you actually play proper Magic the Gathering, right?
3 times a week.
And I think the level that you play at is a lot higher than like the more casual player. Like for instance, me, who hasn't played in like about 6 years. But
these days, I mostly play Commander outside the online client. Mostly because like getting to an LGS because they've only got non-Commander games like Saturday morning and then I think Friday night you can do draft. It's just I don't really love draft. It's a great format, but
is that all online?
No,
so it's an actual shop they go to.
Yeah, my local game shop. But anyway, so
that's pretty cool. But like, as like geeky as that kind of really is, like the human interaction aspect. That was one of the things that I remember was like super fun. The like going to like draft nights and shit with a bunch of people, and you'd all pay a little bit, and then you'd all get like these huge like boxes, and you'd all be like, the boxes, smells great. The cards, like those sorts of things where you're like, this is sick, and then
Magic, fucking hell.
And you'd all pull the cards open, you'd all open them, and then they'd go into like a pile, and then you'd like make a bunch of decks and play off for like what the cards you wanted. Like that was sick. That was good fun.
Yeah, that shit was mad.
And as grimy and like geeky and nerdy as that kind of like sounds or comes across, it was still like fucking fun as. But like playing it online, right? Because I did play the Steam version like when it first came out, and it was buggy as hell.
Yeah, the fucking Magic the Gathering online is such a it's not so bad these days. But it wasn't buggy mess.
I think like not the future, but I think like a huge part of their like I don't know what the system that they play, right? Like it benefits them to have that online system that's like the real game but being played online, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you obviously like you want people to go to actual Magic tournaments. They want to like put on the actual tournaments where the people go there, and it's like a spectacle and an event. But at the same time, like you kind of want that real world representation of being able to play the game as you would as a real person going to these things, but through the app, right?
Yeah. I mean, the current app, Magic the Gathering Arena, is not bad. It's got its problems. I'm not pretending like it's perfect. It's got some issues, but it's okay. But the Commander format, so it used to be community run, and then they did those bans, and then people got so angry. They were death threatening these, and they were volunteers. These 5 people volunteered to look after this format, and they were not getting paid. And then they banned these cards because they felt they were bad for the community. And you know what? That's their opinion. I don't necessarily agree or disagree. It is what it is. And people just fucking like tried to death threat them. They
lost their minds.
Lost their fucking minds. They would come up to them in public and threaten them.
No thanks.
Specifically for Commander.
Yeah. This did say okay. This actually what I clicked on should have been the first one.
Yeah. So these are all the banned cards. So the banned one, I think. Yeah, this was the old RC rules committee website. Doesn't.
Is this for Commander or is this?
Yeah, this is for Commander. So
yeah, I love these old art. This old art, man. It's so fucking cool.
I mean, not a fan of the racist one.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know about it?
No, my brain just straight away went like, yeah, like Cleveland Indians, like, you know, Washington Redskins, like so much of American culture has these like, that's racist, and then people go, oh shit, it is, and then they fix it, and then the woke DEI brigade comes and goes, what? You can't fix that, like, and you're just like, shut up, man.
This one wasn't even like subtly racist; it was overtly racist.
As in, like, in real world, or like?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh.
There was it's a card called. There's a few of them. The most kind of infamous of them is a card called Invoke Prejudice, and it has straight up KKK members on it.
Sure, will we get banned if we look it up?
No, you're not going to get banned. It's
so, okay,
not,
MTG
but
Invoke.
it's like it's banned in everything.
Is this it?
Yep, that's it.
That kind of looks like... Oh, shit. Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
Straight up KKK.
Okay, let's get that off the screen.
Yeah,
this kind of... I thought it was this one. I was like, it just looks like the Witch King, man.
No. It's the first one. It has straight up KKK.
Jeez,
it is
okay. Okay, Max
There's
Pearl.
a few other ones. There's a white board wipe that destroys all black creatures called Cleanse, and like that one's pretty iffy. Can't say I'm a fan. But yeah, Evoke Prejudice is that is some.
I'm trying to think if I've played with any of these, but I don't think I have.
Probably not. A lot of them are old.
2004. I played between about 2004 and 2010, so.
Okay, maybe.
So yeah, some of these like I might have. I'll have to get one day. We'll do an MTG stream and I'll get my whole thing down and we'll have a look at it.
Fuck yeah.
But I think if I got it down right now, I'd start sneezing my ass off because like it's
you
dusty
have to go vacuum cleaner out.
Yeah. Fascinating. Very fascinating.
So they banned these cards. They banned these cards recently, and
could you play MTG over the stream?
We could do Arena.
Is that possible? Like with the cards? I'm sorry to cut you off there, but
you mean physical ones?
Yeah, I could like put them in and like put the screen on them. Fucking fascinating. Yeah, sorry, anyway, keep going. That's out there.
Yeah, so they banned these cards, and then basically they got so much backlash and like death threats and people coming up to them in the street and threatening it was fucked. And so they were like, fuck this, we can't do it anymore, and they gave control of the format to Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not excited about. The company that's worried about money that sent the fucking Pinkertons to some dude's house now controls my favorite way of playing Magic, and that scares the fuck out of me, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man, but it's tough. It's kind of the world we live in, though, right? Like,
fucking yeah.
So many where you just like, God, I hate that, and then you realize like, oh, that's just part of my life now. Okay, cool. Especially in Australia, like with our corporatocracy that we have here in Australia, there's a lot of that that goes on. But fascinating. No, I feel like I've seen this before because the chick with the flaming hair.
That does not narrow it down.
That's sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Hold on. Let me get. I've got
brother. My family are all gingers. That does not narrow it down.
No, I mean like literal flaming hair.
Oh, Chandra.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because I've got some like tabletop game, dual Arena of the Planeswalker, something there that I've never gotten out. One time I was going to get it out to use for minis when I was going to run a tabletop game for.
You should have. That would have been mad.
But yeah, that was the only time I've ever really like gotten it out in the last like 4 years since I bought it.
Gotcha.
Fun times, but yeah, we'll have to do an MTG stream.
Yeah, we'll definitely, and we'll do another stream complaining about Wizards of the Coast because
yeah, but I mean, like, I hope they don't send the Pinkertons after us. Holy shit! 2 men from Australia have been investigated by the Pinkertons.
All of this is my opinion. None of this, I mean, besides the verifiable facts, it is all my opinion. Please don't sue me, Wizards of the Coast, even though I don't like you. Sure thing. But yeah, let's move to now the tier list that we did last week, or last episode, I should say. In the tier, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? This is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Solid tier list. Happy with the tier list? We can't change it now, obviously, because no, I'm happy with it.
I think solid. Poor old Rangers at D.
I mean, besides, like, I could probably switch around the, like, not the locations, but, like, the order. Like, I would put Clerics above Barbarians. I definitely put Rogues and Paladins above Blood Hunters. Probably Sorcerers.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, like, within the brackets, I don't think the order is great.
Yeah.
I definitely put bards and wizards above the artificers. And probably warlock at the top of C, leave fighter second, and then monk third, and then rangers at the bottom. Yeah, mostly pretty happy with it.
Solid. And we're gonna do subclasses now. This is there's a lot of subclasses. When I opened this up, I was like, whoa.
Your screen froze, by the way.
Hey,
here we go.
My screen froze. Yeah, I've been having some internet issues lately. We were
wow, internet issues in Australia?
Well, I've got pretty good internet. I've always had pretty good internet. I think it's like the first time since we've moved in here that I've had issues in like 5 years. So I'm like, oh, interesting. That's a bit weird.
I guess that's gotta be right.
Say again.
I'm just trying to figure out, is that all of them?
Yeah, well, I assume so. I assume. They wouldn't snitch us.
I'm not going to verify.
Snitches.
I mean, it might have just been made, like, before, like, some new subclasses came out.
Like what? Specifically, can you think of anything specifically?
Let me see. Monster Slayer, Gloomstalker, okay, no. Drake Warden. Yeah, no, I think they're all there.
Yeah. Are we going to start?
Yeah, fuck it. Do we want to start
with what is it called? Alchemy.
Do we want to do it in alphabetical order or in order of the classes we picked?
From the bottom.
We can do it from the bottom. Yeah, we can do it from. So
Oh no.
We can do it.
Oh no, it's like full screen, so it's not letting me.
What are you doing?
Some weird quirks, man. Sorry, hang on. I'm flicking through here. I'm making new windows. Good.
I see that.
Did I just close it? No, what the hell? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna stick like this. I was gonna try and put them side by side so we could see.
I'll just open it up on my
quirky.
I've got two monitors.
Oh, actually, if I unfull screen this, I should be able to just go like this. You know what I don't like about this browser? GX Corner. Go away. It's just like I'm sick of things like just advertising things to people. You know what I mean? Like you buy a product and it's just like, hey, inside this product there's like this just whole like networked advertising stream, and you're like, how about we don't do that?
How about not?
How about we don't? Yeah. Like I bought a product, I paid for it. I don't need a bunch of like third-party advertising attached to it. Sorry. Thank you. Goodbye.
Definitely. So do we want to do them each individual like one and then move on, or do we want to just have them all on there at the same time?
How big is this thing gonna be? It's gonna be pretty massive, eh?
Send me the link so I can have them all on there at the same. When we rank them, like I'll have a second one open with all of them, and we can show that at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. I mean, you can do. I'm sure you can do different things here, and we'll work through it as we go. But we're gonna start with Ranger.
Yeah, just send me the link. So when we do it, do we want to drag them off at the end? So that way we don't have to worry about all of them on at the same time, and then just have like a screenshot of the big one at the end. I'll send you on my screen.
Yeah, that sounds good. If you got it worked out, then go for it.
I got a second monitor.
I got three, so you can stick that right where it fits.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, no. We're starting with Ranger. Mad.
Well, he's obviously cut by that. Moving on. Start with Ranger.
Moving on. All right.
Monster Slayer.
We're just it's a hardie.
Chucking in E.
It's a hardie.
Do I need literature? Because man, I'm the worst person to be doing this. I played like about 4 of these, so that's about it.
There's probably. I mean, I can give you. We can run through them.
I'm just gonna have what I'm gonna do. Right, is you know what you're doing.
Mostly,
I'm just gonna Google like a thing, like a subclass thing, and then have a quick scroll through while you're talking about it.
Is there an option to add an extra one? Because I put Monster Slayer in F. It's fucking garbage.
F? Bro. Can we add?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe we can.
Yeah, there's another row. Add row below.
How do we do that? Presentation mode.
So on the setting.
You know what? I'm gonna move our one off, and then I will.
Yeah, the setting button, like literally on the E. Yeah, click on that, and you go add row below. That one's F.
And then we'll go Scunge Tier.
Scunge, yeah.
Scunge Tier, let's go. Wow. There's actually probably a few too many. We're going to just delete one. There we go.
Yeah, we'll just delete one.
Scunge Tier. Shall we go? Hold on, F. This is for the C.O.N.T, ladies and gentlemen. E, F, G. I never really noticed that F, G, H were like right next to each other on the keyboard. There you go. Monster Slayer.
Oh, we don't need GH. We can just go F.
Okay, yeah.
We gotta keep it.
My apologies.
We gotta keep it to the Smash, like the fighting game tier lists. If we can add an extra one, we can add double S if we really want.
Color.
Right up.
Brown. Can we go brown? No brown. Gray's close enough.
Brown. Gray's close, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, fuck it's kind of shit.
Okay, Monster Slayer. In many ways, the Monster Slayer is a simplified version of the Hunter. It functions very similarly, though it lacks the customization options. The Monster Slayer works best with the high dexterity build, fighting style of archery. Holy moly, you got to go to another like class.
Yeah.
The damage boost, Slayer's Prey, monster slaying magic, Hunter Sense, Slayer's Prey. It provides a damage bonus as large as the Hunter's Mark, but only works once per turn. So what do you got? What else you
got? What about the Monster Slayer?
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Just bad.
Like every single one of its abilities are underwhelming on a class that is already underwhelming.
Yeah.
It does nothing to fix the problems that that Ranger comes with. And just gives you a bunch of shit that's not good. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it says here Slayer's counter at level 15 is absurdly good. No limitation on its usage, so if you're fighting a spellcaster, you might be able to get free attacks every round. However, you'll need to be able to reach the creature that has created the effects to stick to range weapon.
So let me double check what Slayer's counter does.
You can repeatedly trigger this by running a concentration spell like a Hunter's Mark to save to maintain concentration qualifiers, and if you have good enough constitution saves, you can reliably maintain concentration while fishing for free attacks with Slayer's counter.
So, if the target forces you to make a saving throw, you can use your reaction to make one weapon attack against a person.
So it's kind of like a riposte, eh?
Yeah, sort of.
But I mean, a ranged riposte is solid.
Paladins, right? Oath of Vengeance Paladins get an ability. Let me, if my internet would fucking speed the fuck up, please. Respectfully, hurry up. Get Soul of Vengeance. So starting at 15th level, the authority so your Vow of Envy, the thing that gives you advantage. While you have something under the effect of it, so you pick a target that you're making attacks against advantage. Whenever they make an attack, not forcing you to make a saving throw, you can use your reaction to take a melee attack against them. Like, it's basically the same effect, but better. Now, granted, you only get to do it to one target rather than anyone who makes you make a saving throw. But fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to get hit to make a saving throw, have a spell up to make a saving throw, versus I point at that guy and now every time he attacks, I also get to attack.
Yeah, or like I just get one action and I do damage to it. Yeah, the Ranger's abilities, man, like we were looking at it last time. Going through it, there's so many convoluted like things that you got to do for like such a straightforward class too, man. Like you just have a bow and you have an arrow and you can do this and have mad stuff happen. You know what I mean? Like, odd, very odd.
It's such a nothing burger. Like all these abilities with a fuck ton of text. Like the more text, generally, the worse the ability. Do not quote me on that.
The more text, the worse they are.
That's wrong. That's objectively wrong.
No, that's funny. I'll rate it. I respect it.
Yeah, and then Monster Slayer and Hunter, they're in the same. They're basically two of the same subclass. Like the difference is so minute.
All right, Gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker, A tier.
It's hovering. But yeah, A. I feel A. We've got a Gloomstalker Ranger following us, and the ability to hide
invisible while using dark vision. Insane.
Is crazy good. That should just be like part of Ranger. That's how good it is. It should just be part of the Ranger Ranger class.
That should be like just a level 5 ability that all Rangers get. Like they also get an extra attack first round of combat. So at level 5, the first round of combat they get 3 attacks, which is really, really good. Like,
and
it's
that's
only the
very
first enemy
huntery.
combat. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like you've sprung on them, you gotta loose a few arrows, maybe stab them. Fucking mad. What else do Gloomstalkers get?
Umbral Sight, free dark vision.
Oh yeah, free dark vision up to 90 feet.
Top quality.
Good. Take that on a like. Not all classes, not all races are gonna need it, but a fucking human, or like one of those really good like classes that doesn't come with dark vision. You know, like what are they called? The ones, Mr. Tumnus from Narnia. What was he?
Seder?
Yeah, that's it. He's Seder. Seders like have like advantage on magical saving throws, but no dark vision, so it's kind of like a pretty good trade-off, and they've got a really good melee attack. Take a Gloomstalker Seder. My fucking goodness.
Yeah, fantastic.
20-foot dark vision, and they're really good. They're already really good at stealth. Fucking mad. Love a Gloomstalker. A tier.
Yeah, A tier. Iron Mind, Stalker's Flurry, Shadow Dodge. Once per round consumes a reaction. Thrives on being unseen. It's powerful insurance if your enemies manage to attack while you're not in total darkness. But yeah, top notch. A bordering on S tier.
Yeah.
One of the best. Obviously the best in my opinion for Rangers. All right, what do we got? Drake Warden.
Drake Warden, I'd say that's a solid C, maybe B tier.
B?
Yeah, I'd say
ye
B.
old Drake Warden.
Maybe a C. Maybe a C. Like high C, low B.
I think.
I reckon the Drake Warden is basically just the Beastmaster, but better.
Yeah, like the Beastmaster, but like, dragony, you know?
Dragony, and like the abilities they got are just better. Like it took everything that people liked about the Beastmaster and made it a little bit more viable.
Yeah,
it's not great.
Yeah.
But like the flavor is mad. The flavor's so good.
Everyone loves a Drake companion too, right?
Yeah, yeah. And like you can fly on them at some point. Like that's fucking sick.
That's pretty cool.
Even though like there's better ways of getting flying earlier, like the fly spell or just playing a flying race. Like what the fuck ever. I want to ride a dragon. That is dope.
That's pretty top notch. Drake mount.
Yeah.
Has some serious challenges if you're eyeing a mounted combat build. The Drake is intelligent, which means that it is an uncontrolled mount. That means it acts on its own turn, which the Drake companion feature specifies immediately after yours. Taking your full turn or taking the ready action, then waiting for your Drake to move somewhere is convenient for you. Isn't helpful for melee builds. Yeah, well, obviously you want range. You want to be on that thing's back firing arrows.
Yeah, yeah. You want to be like up in the air, fucking dropping bombs.
That is actually top quality.
Yeah, Drake Warden's sick. And like it's not the best subclass. It's nowhere near. I'd say it's probably C tier. Especially if we're going down to Scunge. Like I wouldn't quite put it in B, but if you want to keep it in B, we can keep it in B.
Yeah, I'm happy with B. It's bordering on an A. It's just not quite there though.
Oh, that's nowhere near an A.
Because I think like it still does struggle from the Beastmastery type stuff where
it struggles a bunch.
It wants to try and be Beastmaster, but you're like, man, just like having a Drake pet is cool. Like it's like the WoW Hunter type thing where like you have a Drake pet, like but you're still the hunter and you're still doing DPS like as the Bowmaster, but you have this thing right like with you.
But I think the idea of like a ranger having a companion is pretty neat. Like
the classic
quintessential forest who has like a wolf with them. It's a sick archetype. I do like it. And the Drake Warden does what the Beast. I still don't think it's B though. Like if we put Gloomstalker in A not S, then there's no way the Drake Warden's B. If we're being conservative, unfortunately.
Well then, would Drake Warden C?
I reckon Drake Warden C, Gloomstalker A. Gloomstalker, because they are still held down by the fact that they're fucking rangers subclasses.
You get ranked down. You
You gotta remember they're fucking rangers. Like as cool as they are, they're still rangers. Right. Horizon Walker. See, here's the other thing. Horizon Walker is a B tier.
B.
Fuck yeah. The ability to teleport around is sick as fuck.
Yep.
Nowhere near as good as the Gloomstalker. Definitely less fun. But yeah, I mean, for flavor, and the teleports are really very, very fucking useful. There is never a time where a free teleport is a bad thing. It's not as good as you want it to be, Like, if I would like Horizon Walker to be A tier, but
yeah,
it's just not.
Yeah. I think a good way to think about it is if those subclass optimizations help to make you as an offensive weapon better, then I think that's where it starts to push into the next tier, right? Like, I like the situational things and the Drakes and the Beastmastery type stuff. Yeah, it's cool, but like if it doesn't help you like actually be a more effective hunter in the game, in combat, in my opinion, then it doesn't like push that, like doesn't hit the ceiling for me.
Horizon Walkers really want to push like a hit and run play style where you run in, stab a couple of times, teleport out, don't get hit. The problem with it is that D&D is not a system set up for hit and run tactics. With attacks of opportunity and stuff like that, running in and out and teleporting around and being mobile isn't as important as in other games, even other tabletops. Mobility is not as like top of the line important. Like there's some games where mobility is king, like especially stuff like real-time games, like, you know, video games, like mobility is often the most important thing you can have. And Horizon Walker really does try to capture that feeling, and it does an okay job of it. But it could be better. It could definitely be better. I do think it's better than Drake Warden because teleporting is sick as fuck.
Teleporting really probably does take a little bit over the edge.
It's so good. It's so good. I think something like, I think there was this one person that was trying to fix it. They suggested that whenever you make a melee attack, as a reaction, you could teleport to someone else and then either teleport 30 feet in any direction, and then if you teleported within 5 feet of someone else, make an extra melee attack as part of that reaction. I think that would be sick as fuck, like as like a higher level ability. Something that really does make you feel like that kind of teleported around, stab, get the fuck out of there. Like that's cool. That just kind of misses, especially with the system.
It'd be cool if it was like a chain lightning style thing where you could like make one attack at one person, then one attack at another person, then either like go over the top, overboard, make another attack, and then even teleport out, or like one and then one and then teleport out.
Like that latest like Assassin's Creed game where you can like teleport in between the enemies and assassinate them. Like that's kind of what you want, but it doesn't quite get there, unfortunately.
Solid. Fey Wanderer.
Don't have enough information on it.
No.
I've heard it's okay, probably around the same tier as Drake Warden. I've heard more positive about Drake Warden than I have about Fey Wanderer, but I'll probably need to take a quick look.
Fey Wanderer, where are you? There you are. Blue, 4-star.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dreadful Strikes. Fey Wanderer, some magic there. Otherworldly Glamour, a face skill, and add your wisdom modifier to all charisma checks.
That's not bad.
That's solid. Beguiling Twist, hilarious and very effective, but likely difficult to use because to its great potential.
Whenever creature you with 120 feet succeeds on saving throw for being charmed or fighting, use your reaction to force a different creature to make a wisdom saving throw against. Okay, so whenever someone succeeds on being charmed or frightened, which is a very common effect, frightened is really common. We don't see it as much in our games because we don't come up against a lot of spellcasters yet. You can force someone else to become. That's kind of neat. That's cool. I like that. I don't know if it's very good, but it's cool. Let's use just a Fey Being. Summon Fey spell is very good. Doesn't count against your range of spells. You cast without material components. You can also cast without using spell slot. Start casting a spell, you can modify it so it doesn't require concentration if you do spell duration until 1 minute for that casting. Okay. And you can slip in and out of Feywild with Blink of Eye. You can cast Misty Step without expanding your spell slot. You can do it a number of times equal to a wisdom modifier. Why the fuck did they give that to the fucking not teleporty subclass?
Well,
the phase subclass.
level 15 Misty Wanderer, Mischief Step for free.
You just get 3 teleports for free for the.
And you can bring a friend along. It says it.
That should have been the fucking Horizon Walker. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put that in B tier, probably above Horizon Walker.
Yeah. Okay.
That's mad. I do think that's specifically the first ability.
You just love teleports. That's all.
Dude, I love teleporting. I wish teleporting was better. Dude, I'm a sucker for mobility. I like shit with like running around and fucking like that shit's dope. Swarmkeeper is sick and really underpowered, unfortunately. Better than
Swarmkeeper. See, again, like all of these would be awesome, right? If this game wasn't really like built for not just having tons and tons of shit on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Like the game isn't really built for like a necromancer type build where you got 30 skeletons type. It's not built for that. Yeah. No, but that's the fun part. That's the fun part of
so yeah, you
playing a ranger, right?
Intangible spirits bonded itself to assist you in battle. You determine appearance with a die roll, blah blah blah. On each of your turns, you can use your swarm to assist you in one of the following ways immediately after you hit a creature. So you do have to hit them first. First, the attack damage takes another d6 piercing from the swarm mid. When an attacker must succeed on a saving throw or be moved 15 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice. That's actually not bad. You're moved by the swarm 5 feet horizontally in the direction of your choice. So you hit someone, you get an extra 5 feet of movement. You also get a mage hand cantrip if you don't already know it. When you cast it, it takes the form of your swarming nature spirits. You also learn an additional spell. Higher certain levels of Swarmkeeper spells are Fairy Fire, Mage Hand, Gaseous Form. Gaseous Form's pretty good. Insect Blade's mid. Arcane Eye's not great. Web's pretty good.
I had Web at some point. I should get it back.
Yeah, Web is pretty good. Yeah, so like, if you had shit tons of attacks, this would be good. But, like, the extra d6 every time you deal damage, like, the maximum attacks you get as a ranger is 2. So, at 11th level, this will deal an extra 2d8 damage per turn. That's the same as a level 1 smite.
Yeah.
And that's your whole class ability.
Doesn't scale, does it?
It does not. It just does not scale. Creature saving throw goes move. You can knock a creature prone, which isn't bad, but again, there's a fighter subclass that can do that for free at level 3.
Yeah.
And this is a level 11 ability, and when you remove Gathering Swarm, because you half cover at the start of your next turn, that's pretty good. Plus 2 AC and plus 2 to dexterity saving throws is actually not bad. After being moved 5 feet. That's kind of pretty good. But all of this is mid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. It's the flavor is sick. Yeah, so I'll probably drop it. Yeah, no D, unfortunately. D? You're right with the D.
I'm gonna be dropping everything at D as I scroll my other window, so
yeah, and then Beastmaster is you know exactly where that's going.
Hunter, obviously we don't need Hunter.
Hunter is Scrunge. Hunter is Scrunge.
Scrunge. Yeah, let's call it Scrunge. Fuck yeah.
Scrunge.
And then Beastmaster?
Beastmaster's at least 2 tiers below Drac Warden.
So 2 tiers below. It has so much it's so real as to what the hunter should be, right? It's so complicated though, man. Like the game is not set up for this. Like
really the whole and also the Beast Companions are just arse. They're really,
for sure. Yeah.
Like,
but I mean the whole point
they can die permanently if I do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got those grey bags of tricks, right, where you throw and you get like 1 spell creature per like however long you want. The whole point, to me, the whole point of playing a Beastmaster would be to be able to like summon maybe 4 or 5 creatures and like use them like you would in like Warcraft or something like that, right? Like you actually want to be able to throw the creatures out, use them as like some sort of shield or like a DPS type thing. But like the game just doesn't, like it's not that. You can't do that. The game doesn't really enable you to go like, I've got 8,000 things out here. This is fantastic, because nobody really wants to control 8,000 minis or like 8,000 freaking tokens on your battlefield. Like, so people are like, oh, I can't be bothered. And then like the amount of creatures you get, like they're kind of like mid.
Okay, so So it can die permanently, but you get another one, but you have to spend 8 hours magically bonding with it. So you have to spend the equivalent of a long rest, finding a new animal and bonding with it magically.
Do you remember? Do you remember that old game we were playing where my barbarian dude had a helm or something and he could talk to the horse?
Yeah.
And I was standing there talking to the horse for like no reason. Oh man, fun flavor.
That was good.
But yeah, I can't, like, you just don't want to, like, you want to play this as like a fucking 8 million creatures, blah, like, but you just can't, like, and you're not going to sit there and do that too, like, it'll be a total mess, and like the creatures in themselves are kind of like, you'll end up narrowing it down to like 3 or 4 like really good ones, some like giant poisonous snakes or wolf spiders or like a pony or a pterodon, like a wolf, and then you're like, what's the point of the rest of the stuff then? Like, just remove it from the game. There's no point of even like being able to use that. And then you're like, what's the point?
Real.
But yeah, there you go, E. And then that's Hunter. Hey, if you've gotten this far through the video, on behalf of the Only Fiends team, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I play Tricky in the game and I do all the editing and all the streaming stuff. So I personally want to say thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to this video on YouTube. Hit the bell notification. That's really going to help us to grow and get out there. If you do want to come along and see us live, we're live on Twitch at twitch.tv/onlyfiends_DND. We are live on Sundays for the main session. Unfortunately, it's 3 a.m. in the US, around 3 a.m. in the US, around 11 in the UK, and around 8 Eastern in Australia. Come along, chat with us, support us and help us to grow. Give us a follow on Twitch, and then I will re-upload these on YouTube at a later date. So we really appreciate all the support and all the help, and enjoy the rest of the session.
Yeah. So we'll just drag them all off and we'll get on to the next one. Just put them at the bottom.
Are you sure? I can fit these on, but I should be able to fit all these.
Are you sure? I just feel like it's going to get real confusing for everyone watching at home.
Yeah.
So I can scroll in between if you want.
You what?
I'll just press the refresh button, actually. That'll fix. Oh, wait, no, but that'll get rid of the scrolling on it. I mean, we can just do it. We can just
let's just keep going. We'll keep going.
All right, I'll do the individual ones on my screen.
All right, sick.
Let me screenshot this.
What are we doing? I've got it up here. I had it here. Where did I put it? What did I do with it? Where's it gone? It was in there. Okay, Warlock.
Yeah, fuck it.
Genie.
Genie is probably A tier.
A tier?
If not S. You get at level 3 the like a fucking you get this ring that you can literally hide in. Like, it's a safe space you can just suck yourself into.
Yeah.
And you cannot be harmed. That is insane. Having the equivalent of like what's his name? It's fucking there's a spell. There's a level 3 spell that like gives you safe haven.
Oh, like rope trick or something like that?
Yeah, you basically have a rope trick on your hand at all times.
But I mean,
it's fucking,
if you go into the ring, that just clatters to the ground, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like fantastic.
Just walk over into a bush and then go into the ring.
Just go into the bush and then go into your ring.
Yeah.
Although, like, you could give the ring to somebody and they put it on, and then you go into the ring, and then like suddenly, you know, you're walking into a Trojan horse scenario with an extra person in your ring.
There's so many interesting things you can do with the ring. Like, it's not always a ring. Sometimes an oil lamp, an urn, water bottle, hollowed statue, and ornate lantern.
Yeah, like a genie. Yeah,
it's a genie.
But I like the idea of a ring.
Enter your vessel, which remains the space you left. The interior of the vessel is an extra-dimensional space with a 20-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet high, resembling your vessel. Interior, it is appointed with cushions, low tables, comfortable temperatures. While inside, you can hear the area around your vessels if you are in its space remaining inside the vessel up to a number of hours equal to twice your proficiency bonus. You exit the vessel early if you use your bonus action to leave. If you die, the vessel is destroyed, blah, blah, blah. But like the fact that you can just chill for a few hours in your ring or bottle or whatever is mad. Like, there's so much you could bury it, right? Then teleport into it.
Mm. That's
and
not
then
bad. Solid.
Yeah, like imagine you're getting chased by like guards or something. You dig a hole. You wouldn't even dig a big hole if it was a ring. You just like scrape some dirt away, put the ring in there, and then teleport yourself into the ring, and you're golden. Like, they're gonna stop searching for you because you get twice your proficiency. So minimum 4 hours, maximum 10. What's the highest proficiency? What's the highest proficiency?
You'll have to look that. Doesn't say.
So the highest proficiency bonus is a +6. So maximum 12, minimum 4. But at level 9, you can literally. I mean, there's better ways of doing it. You can complete a safe long rest. At level 1, you can short rest in a completely safe environment. That is really good.
Huge.
Because also you're a warlock, so you get this at level 1. Yeah, you get. Well, I mean, in old D&D, you got your subclass at level 1. The expanded spell list is kind of neat. Depending on which genie you chose, you get a different like set of spells, which is kind of cool. Also, if you choose the genie, because there's genie, Dao, Jin, Efreet, and Marids. Genies also give them access to Wish, which is just nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, once during each of your turns, when you hit with an attack roll, you deal extra damage equal to proficiency. This type of damage is determined by your type, which is pretty good. Level 6, you get resistance to a damage type, bludgeoning, thunder, fire, or cold. That's pretty good.
Can that be swapped around?
No. So once you pick your subclass, you'll have to pick what genie you've got. So Dao, Jin, Efreet.
Oh, right, yeah, and then you can't mix and match those, so it's like Dao at the start and then Dao all the way through.
No, I don't think so. Unless you talk, that'd be up to your DM. To be fair, if you're like, I want to switch whichever my patron is, then
that would make sense. Though, I mean, to play it fully flavorful is to go like, I'm a Jin at this level, Jin at this, Jin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, you can give yourself a fly speed that lasts 10 minutes, which is mad.
That's pretty sick.
There's so much good shit. Genie is A tier, easily an A tier.
A tier, limited wish. You entreat your patron to grant you a small wish. As an action, you speak to your desire to your genie's vessel, requesting the effect of one spell that is 6th level or lower. Has a cast one action. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, you just get a free spell.
Beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Top notch. All right. Fathomless.
I don't know that one off the top of my head, actually.
Is that the C one?
Fathomless. I do believe it is from outside D&D. It's like oh no, it's from Tasha's. Okay, I've never seen this one.
It's your mates at Critical Role played one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not trying to get us cancelled. I'm going to say nothing on that.
He played one, and it was good. It was a good character. I thought it was
well played. So it's
but like what it was. Oh, maybe he didn't. Wait, hang on.
I could probably take a level in Fathomless Warlock. To be fair, with my friend, fucking the Rock.
The Rock. Oh,
yeah. What are they called?
The Abeloth.
Yeah, the Abeloth. Krakens, ancient water elementals, godlike constellations, dreams of Kuator, merfolk demigods, sea hag covens. Yeah, Kuator would not Kuator. Abeloth would absolutely count for this one. Fuck yeah. Create destroy water, thunderwave. So some solid spells. You can summon a magical spectral tendril that strikes at your foes. Bonus action, get 10-foot long tentacle with point at sea. Lasts for 1 minute. When you create the tentacle, makes a melee spell attack. Target D8 cold damage, speed reduced by 10 feet. Damage increased to 2d8. That's not great. Bonus action, return, you move the tentacle up to 30 feet and repeat your attack. You summon the tentacle a number of times. The level 1 ability is not great. The swim speed is good. Breathing underwater is good. Resistance to cold damage is mad.
It's just kind of like Sea Warlock, though, you know?
Yeah, it's just Sea Warlock.
I'm Sea Warlock, everyone.
Yeah, Ocean Warlock. I'd probably... It's kind of neat. The flavor's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe like a B tier? I've never played one. B or C, it's up to you.
C. I would say C. It's just the whole nature of... if you're in a C campaign... Cool, this will be mad. And if you're not in a C campaign, what's the point of playing this? There's no real point.
Hexblade, yes.
Yeah, Sexblade for the win.
We don't even need to talk about this one.
Done. S tier.
We do not. What do you?
That's so good. It is the quintessential top quality Gish class.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Archfey, I have played an Archfey. They were kind of underwhelming for me. I put them at C. Some people really like them and really swear by them.
Yep.
That is not me.
Fey Presence. Misty Escape. Solid. Beguiling Defense. Dark Delirium. Fascinating.
It's neat, but nothing special.
What did you say it was, D?
I put it at C tier, probably below Fathomless, to be fair. Yeah, I definitely put it below Fathomless. Undead and Undying. One of them is better than the other one, and I can never remember which one is which. Undead, basically the same subclass.
Undead, HP boosts, a strong baseline for damage boost from Grave Touch, which can amplify the main Eldritch Blast. Weaknesses, while the Undead Warlock has some strong survivability built into it, Warlock isn't a class that typically wants to engage in melee combat. The best build usually is the Eldritch Blast route, which makes it difficult to leverage the subclass's strength.
That's right. I remember now. So the Undying Warlocks are basically just everything. If you do not like Undead and you're going in a campaign that's going to have a fuck ton of Undead and you want to play a Warlock, Undying Warlock is a great option.
Yeah.
Besides that, they fucking suck. They're so bad.
Again, with the like, here's a totally unique scenario that you're playing your character in. How cool is this going to be? And then like outside of that, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's such a specific niche,
a flavorful kind of like a flavorful class. I'll give it that, a flavorful. I think you could do a lot with it in terms of like your character flavor. In terms of the whole, undead, like, you know, there's plenty of different things.
Undead
like
or Undying?
Stuff
I'm talking about the Undying here. The Undead's okay. The Undead's slightly different. The Undead's the kind of tanky Warlock. Again, probably above Archfey, definitely below Fathomless.
Let's bring it up.
It's sort of tanky. It's kind of neat. You get some extra damage with your... The Undying is fucking A tier. That shit is garbage.
Scrungly?
It's not. Oh fuck! It might be Scrungle. It might be a Scrunch tier. Nah. We'll give it. We'll be nice. We'll give it.
Nice. Yeah, just randomly be nice.
So fucking ass, man.
Why is so Undying not on here? Okay, let me go back to
beginning at 10th level. You can hold your breath indefinitely. You don't require food or
red
water.
1 tier, 1 star rather.
Although
Among
you still
the dead, a free cantrip. Defy death is cool, but only works once per long rest.
Yeah.
Undying Nature, very little in-game effect. Hold your breath indefinitely may mean that you can safely fight underwater. I mean, Indestructible Life, not a lot of healing. Compare this to the Fighter Second Wind feature, which provides more healing and is available at level 1 rather than level 14.
Right,
and it's the
so bad.
Capstone feature, holy shit.
It's fucking... Nah, we're putting this in Scrunch tier.
Scrunch tier, let's go.
It's fucking trash.
I think...
absolute fucking garbage.
I think it has a lot of potential, right, to goad somebody into being like, you know what, I could play like a mad Undying character, like, And then you would like look at the class and like play through it, and you would just be like, "What even is this? This is like nothing. You get nothing." Like, and I think if you're a good player, you could probably make something out of that. But then you would play it and be like, you play those characters where you just like, I do not like this. This is just not fun. I don't like this at all. And I feel like that would be 100% one of those characters.
100%. Also,
Fiend?
Genie only goes in the A tier because it gets access to Wish, which is fucking insane.
Yeah, limited Wish.
I would put it at high B otherwise, but like the Wish pushes it up to A.
Real. I feel it.
Yep.
Fiend?
Fiend is a solid B. I would definitely put it above Horizon Walker and maybe below Fey Wanderer. Yeah, definitely above Horizon Walker. Well, really? I'm happy with it there. The temp HP on kill is so good. It's so good. Of all of the default like Warlock subclasses from the original book,
I was just
Fiend
about to say
is
that.
best.
It is the old one, right? The old one.
Yeah.
The main feature that the main subclass that came through the books.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Archfey. It was Archfey.
There we go.
Yeah, Archfey, Fiend, and
Player's Handbook. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, Player's Handbook. Archfey, Fiend, and Great Old One. Fiend is the best mechanically.
I think. It makes sense, right?
You can call on your patron. When you make ability check saving throw, you can use this feature, add a d10. After seeing the initial roll, but before knowing the roll effects, you can only use this feature once per short or long rest. It's just a fucking bardic inspiration. It's not great, but it's definitely better than anything else on this fucking list, except the Hexblade and maybe the Genie. Fiendish Resistance, you choose a damage type whenever you finish a short or long rest. The fact that whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can change the damage type is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, if you go into a dungeon, you figure out you're fighting a bunch of skeletons with, like, slashing swords, you're like, cool, give me 1 hour and become resistant to that. That's really, really good.
Huge.
Hurl through hell. When you hit a creature with an attack, you use this feature to instantly teleport the target to hell.
Yeah, that's like easily A tier straight up.
Fucking
A tier. Yep.
At the end of your turn,
thing
the
to
target
hell, bang. A tier.
Yeah, so at the end of your turn, the target returns to space previously occupied or the nearest unoccupied space. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage and reels from a terrific experience. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish long rest. So once per turn. Once per thing, I don't think there's a saving. There is not a saving throw. They just take the damage.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You just fucking hit someone and send them to hell. It's so good.
A tier.
Yeah, Fiend is solid. I could accept an A tier, or at least the top of B.
You want? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel that.
Put Fiend at the top of B, and then Genie. Genie goes into A because of Wish. Because Wish is just
I just fucked that up, didn't I? Yeah. No.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Fiend top of A. I can live with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Real. Feel. I was gonna say.
So the healing, the cleric warlock, the healing warlock.
Celestial.
Probably the end of B. I've played a Celestial warlock. It's a lot of fun. I spent the first 3 sessions gaslighting my party into believing that I was a cleric.
Hell yeah, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, it was fun. Because all of the roles that the DM did were private, so I didn't. It was like the players knew, but the characters didn't. So yeah, we were. It was fun. It was fun. It was like, I'm a cleric. Ooh, I'm a cleric, and it's like, actually, I'm a cleric. Yeah, literally. It's like, yeah, I'll heal you. And it's like, why are you only casting 2 healing spells per round? And what's this weird eldritch blast look and attack you do every? I'm like, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it, man. It's so good.
It was a lot of fun.
This is great. If you're desperate for healing but also need to be a warlock for some reason, then Celestial is fine.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, do you want to play a healer but also be able to be the face of the party? Celestial Warlock is a good option. Great Old One is so much fun if you've got a good DM. Otherwise, they are garbage.
Yeah.
Because it is never not funny to be like like Cthulhu-esque. I played a great old. I've actually played a lot of warlocks, but I played a great old one warlock where they were basically. They spent their entire life just following the word of Cthulhu, and he would ask them to do random bullshit. Like, at one point, he got him to publish a book on Eldritch Feng Shui.
I think you've told me the story.
There was a 2-month period in-game where the whole adventure was about me learning how to read, write, and publish a book.
So good. So good.
It was fucking phenomenal. And, like, yeah. But, like, I've had so much fun with the Great Old One, but the abilities are just not it. They are not very good. Low D tier at best.
Yeah, really.
But if you got a fun DM...
Yeah, if you got a DM who's happy to, like
really
get expansive and explosive with what you can do, then yeah. But I would say, like, a lot of DMs would just be like, you know, I don't want to, like, do too much with this.
That is very much a fun of it. Warlocks. I think we did say this when we were talking about, like, you need a DM who is keen to lean into the warlocky stuff.
Gulock.
And if it's not, the scrunge
Scrungler. Also, I think, as a general rule, Eldritch and Cthulhu can go either way. Like, people can just be like, "Oh, I've had enough," and like, stop. Or they can be like, "Yeah, Eldritch, like Cthulhu, sick. How good's that?" Like, yeah, I definitely know people that are like, definitely know people that are like worn out on like Lovecraftian stuff. So yeah,
no, that's fair.
It can go like either way.
All right. What was the next?
The next one was a monk.
Open hand. It's probably one of the better monk subclasses, so I gotta put it at A, but it is still a monk subclass, so it's not great.
It's the open hand the death blow one.
Really good at punching people, yeah.
Or is long death the death blow one that you can do?
I'm not sure. No, long death is like about dying real slowly. Yeah, on 17th level, you gain the ability to send lethal vibrations into someone's body. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 3 con points to start imperceptible vibrations, which last for days, equal to your monk level. The vibrations are harmless unless you use your action to end them. To do so, the target must be on the same plane of existence. When you use this action, the creature makes a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it is reduced to 0 hit points. If it succeeds, it takes 10d10 necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's the death blow one.
Quivering palm, yeah. The fucking the whooshy death hold, or the what's it? The five-step heart exploder.
Yeah, 5-point exploding heart technique. Top notch.
It's the 5-point exploding heart technique.
It's top notch.
It's so good. Yeah, literally that. It's fucking mad.
I think
open hand, you punch real good. It does the monk thing. It does the monk thing the best. I don't know what you want.
I think it's like it is classic monk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the open hand, the quivering palm, is like what you want to get to as a monk, right? Like, if you're playing the quintessential monk, if you're playing the classic monk, what you want to get to desperately is the quivering palm, like just going around quivering palming things. Yeah. And it's kind of not really like, it's kind of not that, if that makes sense. Like, it is, like, you get to that level 17, like level 17 is a long time to get to that. But
that is true.
Like, the whole point is you want to just be like quivering palm, quivering palm, quivering palm. But it's not really what the point of the character is, and it's not really mechanically how it really works. Like 3 key points. It's inexpensive, but you know what I mean? Like, against the powerful stuff, you're not just going to be like dropping quivering palms left and right. And I feel like that's what you want to do as a monk.
Probably, but also I do think like people want to play like the Ip Man kind of quintessential martial artist, and like having the quivering palm at the end, having the 5-point heart explosion technique at the end does feel good at the end. Like, that's kind of neat.
I feel
it's
like
what you want
like
as a capstone.
For sure, 100%. But I feel like if you had like a mini Quivering Palm somewhere in there at like 8 or 9.
You mean like Stunning Strike?
Well, like you reduce them to 0 hit points, but for 1 turn or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like something in there that like gave you like a stepping stone to like getting to that high level.
Stunning Strike kind of does that, where it feels like you're hitting them so much that you're overwhelming them, or like you strike them and they're just like, rather than killing them, they just cannot move until you're ready to let them move again, just to do it again. Yeah, I feel like Stunning Strike, but every monk gets Stunning Strike. But I feel like Stunning Strike kind of fills that.
Yeah, fair. Also,
you can't just go around killing people instantly at level 3.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, I feel like that if you could do that, you were S tier, like your S tier, right? Like for example, if Quivering Palm had no key points, and the whole like the mechanic was the whole point was like, Quivering Palm, then you would make that class S tier, right? Like because the whole point is to get to that, and the whole point is like do 3 or 4 hits and then Quivering Palm someone. And like it's like a branch extension of the Stunning Strike, which I feel like
what it does is you can do it. You do it on hits. So you make like a different attack. I don't
no key points. That's for S tier. I feel like it drops down to A because you don't just you're not just like stomping around palming people the entire time, which I feel like would be sick. That'd be so sick. It'd be an S tier ability to be able to do that.
Long Death, fucking Scrunge, if I remember.
Let's go. The Scrunge tier filling up. Love it.
Scrunge tier.
Long Death is not drunken. The drunken one is.
Touch of Death. When you start at 3rd level, use Sturdy Death Blows allow you to extract vitality from the creature. When you reduce a creature to 0 points, you gain temporary hit points, and you use the modifier plus 1 level. That's not bad. 10 hit points every turn.
That's not bad. Might be
wrong. You might be wrong. I might be thinking of a different monk.
I feel like you're thinking of the drunken boxing master one. Hour of Reaping.
Unsettled foes. Yeah.
Mastery of Death. As long as you have hit points. Touch of the Long Death. Very expensive for how much damage you deal. Punching things won't be as fast, but it's cheaper and much more reliable. Safe for the single enemies right before you rest.
Master of Death. You use primarily with this is 0 hit points. Then 1 key point. Not implied. Have 1 hit point. That's kind of cool. So that's the same ability that like orcs get. Once per day, they can just choose not to die. Like, nah, fuck you. I've got shit to do. You can't kill me.
Like it's like you get knocked down and then you just
and you do death into a creature as an action. You touch one willing creature within 5 feet of you. Expend 1 to 10 key points. And miss like Constitution power. Take 2 damage, 2d10 necrotic damage per key point. Spent on failed save. See, look, the touch of the Long Death just feels like a worse Quivering Palm.
Pretty much.
Like Quivering Palm is 3. And if they fail the saving throw, they just take 10d10. If they pass, they go to 0. This, you've got to spend 10 key points to deal 20d10 necrotic damage, which is good. Like 20d10 necrotic damage is a fuck ton of damage, but if they pass the saving throw, they take 10d10, which is the same amount as a pass on the Quivering Palm, and it costs 3 times the key points to get there.
Yeah.
If they pass that, it's just a worse Quivering Palm. The first 3, pretty good.
I think
Long Death is garbage.
Yeah, it's like
I'd give that a solid B.
B. We're moving Long Death up to B.
Yeah, I'd give that a B because again, we've got to remember that most of D&D takes place between level 3 and level 14. That's 90% of D&D. Most campaigns finish around level 14, level 15. Where would I put it in B? Do I feel like it's better than the Celestial Warlock? Definitely. How do you feel about it? Do you think it beats out the Horizon Walker? Because its first level ability is very similar to the Fiend. That extra temporary hit points on kill.
Yeah. It just takes so long to get to that. Like, there really is not that much.
Yeah.
No, I think it's better than the Ranger because of that, like, the Hour of Reaping and a little bit of healing.
Yeah, and the healing comes on at level 3, which is pretty good. That's still fairly early. A lot of campaigns will start at level 3 because, especially these days, people don't want to start at level 1 because you can't choose. You don't get your fucking cleric level at level 1. You don't get your warlock level at level 1. Fuck Wizards of the Coast. That was a bad design decision.
Yeah.
Suck a dick.
I kind of see where they were going for with that, but yeah, it's fair. I missed that last little bit. What'd you say?
The sword.
Kensei the sword.
It's just a weapons monk.
Man, Kensei and
play a fighter.
Huh?
Kensei, just play a fighter.
You just play a fighter. Yeah, fair. I love Kensei in Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. Fucking do so much damage. It's crazy. So good.
Are they good? Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
They are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never know.
They can. I think they can only use the like scimitar style weapons, but they can. They get an extra attack and they do fucking so much damage. So good. So fun. Gotcha. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah, so you're using 3.5 logic. So we're
no. Let's go back even further to AD&D.
I don't think Kensei were a thing in AD&D. Monk didn't exist in AD&D.
Hold on.
We didn't have a monk in AD&D.
Why can I not find what the
classes? Bard, cleric, druid, fighter, mage, paladin, ranger, specialist, wizard. Yeah, monks didn't exist. Sorcerers didn't exist. Warlocks didn't exist.
The earliest release series are based on the real-time modification of the 2nd edition AD&D. So,
oh wait, there's other classes.
It's 2A.
Core classes. So this is 2E classes from the 2E robot. Second edition. Okay, this is 2nd edition. Oh yes, psionicist. Shaman.
Shaman is sick, man. Shaman's a super fun
Shamans are dope. Bring that back, man.
Shaman would be sick, dude. They should bring that back. It's hard.
They kind of just feel like, because they're kind of similar to druids.
They are, but they're different. Yeah. Like I still equate things back to like World of Warcraft, where like the druids and the shamans are totally different in that lore.
No, that's fair.
And it would be sick if you could just drop totems and stuff if you were playing a shaman, like on a tabletop sense.
Yeah,
that would be so sick.
Like a super Buffy kind of, not Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
The Vampire Slayer.
Vampire Slayer.
My wife watched a whole bunch of that. Fuck hell. You know what? In the first few seasons, like the insert shots of the stunt people in that show is so bad, so bad. Some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. Like literal like Adonis women standing in for Buffy with like bad wigs on and shit. It's fucking so bad. It's so hilarious. But you should watch
favorite part. I have seen Buffy. My favorite part of Buffy the Vampire Slayer was when she was Was it the succubus? And it was like no weapon forged by mortal hand or by man's hand can destroy me. And she pulls out an RPG because that shit was made by a robot.
So silly. Oh, it's so silly. That show is silly, but like,
oh fuck, it's
such a silly show. The 90s, man, so what a drug.
That's so good. I was not alive during that time, but fuck, it was. Yeah. Looking back on it, that shit sounds dope.
I've been watching X-Files too. 90s cinema, it really is like, it really is 90s cinema. Like, a sense of like the real creme de la creme stuff was so well made that you're just like, wow, this is well made. But then also, like, in some stuff, there's, like, they're just taking shots of just, like, is this gonna, like, be good? Shit. And then it's mad, and you're just like, that's even, like, another level of fucking sick. Like, where you're like, they took a shot at these things, and then it succeeded. And you're like, that's mad. So good.
Sometimes they're taking shots, and they miss.
Yeah,
they miss
oh, yeah, like Buffy and the...
Angel?
Angel. What was his
with Buffy? That was not it.
What was his David Boreanaz? What was the chick that I can't remember what the chick's name was. That I can't remember the brown haired one.
Yeah, nah, neither.
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway, yeah, back to Kensei. We're happy with D tier.
I'm happy with D tier. Kensei, just play a fighter.
Just play a fighter. Yeah, pretty much. D tier, really, just play a fighter, man. Cobalt Soul.
Cobalt Soul. I do believe that's pretty good.
Yeah. Again, once again, your favorite show came out of your favorite show.
Yeah, it did. It did. I love for legal and social purposes only. I love Critical Role so much.
I can feel the hurt in your voice the way you said that.
Dude, I'm still cut. Like, little 17-year-old me is not over it.
Oh, come on. You get to your 30s and you just be like, what was I doing? Why did I care about this?
This is something I'm going to hold on to my whole life.
Yeah, right. You're going to take it all the way to the grave.
This is one of those things I'm going to take to the grave for no good reason. You know, one of those things that you just fucking, like, for your entire life you hold on to, and there's no good reason for it. Yeah,
I know. I got a few of those. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I feel like strike pressure points, flurry of blows. You can analyze.
It's a very nice balance of the mystical monk, but also the fighting monk. Like, I think it takes like some of the battle stuff or the combat stuff and flavors it in a way that that reinserts it back into what your character is. Like, it's not just flavor for the sake of flavor, which I think, in my opinion, like, those things that do that in the game in general are like important to playing the game. Like, for some people, like, they go, that's lame, I don't care about that. And for some stuff I do as well, but I love when an ability and the way you like structure your character like ties back into how you flavor it and then how you play it as well. I like that sort of stuff. So
yeah, it's very kind of Ang Lee, Crash and Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
It's the scholar like as well.
Daggers. Yeah, that sort of monk, ideal, and I do like it. It's kind of neat. I've never played with one, so I'm not entirely sure how effective they are.
It's a little bootleg though. Admittedly, it's pretty bootleg.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You got to remember, fuck the shit. Like, it does feel like it's trying a little hard. There's a lot of fucking text. Remember, short abilities, good abilities.
But yeah, I'd say B or maybe even C if you want C.
I'd probably put it top end to C, probably above Drakenwarden.
Drakenwarden, mate. That sounds like a weird prison out in the middle of Australia.
Fuck, it does.
Drakenwarden prison.
Mercy Monk. I'd probably put that mid-tier. Yeah, why? We don't need a healer monk. It's not good.
What did you say it was?
End of D tier. Definitely worse than Kensei.
Yeah, I would say it's worse than the Beastmaster, man. It's pointless. Like,
really?
Why even bother?
All right. I'll agree with that. I'll give you that. It's trash. It's
why? Trash. Like, the whole point of a monk is to like
just play cleric.
Well, not even that. Like, it's to me like what is the point? Like, why would you play a mercy? Like, the whole point of 4-star here. Holy moly! Wow. The themed as a plague doctor. Interesting. Yeah, not fair. I don't see what the point is, man. Like,
let me check the abilities, because I could be just
Hand of Harm. 1 key point to automatically deal as much damage as an unarmed strike. Physician's Touch, Hands of Healing. Like, what's the point? Like, to play a healer.
Touch. If you use Hands of Healing on a creature, you can also end a disease. Just fucking play a cleric. You use Hands of Harm on a creature, you can create a poison condition until the end of your next turn. That's kind of good. That's
sure.
Hands of Harm. Martial Arts die plus your wisdom modifier. Hands of Healing. Spend 1 key point, touch and restore a number of hit points equal to martial arts. So you can, as an action, heal 1d4 plus wisdom. That is the same, at least at level 3, that is the same amount as a level 1 healing word. Now, at level 5, you go up to a d8. So that's same rate, so an action is the same rate as a level 1 the touch healing spell, 1d8 plus wisdom. Like, that is just fucking play a cleric.
Just play a healer. Like, well, I don't understand what the point is.
Play the Mercy Monk. Just play a cleric.
Because I feel this. Like, I've played monk before, right? And your attacks can feel like you're not doing anything. And it's very easy to feel like, what's the point of this? Even as an offensive player, or an offensive class.
So I think you're running into an issue with monks where there's two ways of dealing damage. There's few attacks, big damage, lots of attacks, small damage. Monk is the most extreme of the second type.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of chip damage. You're not doing like huge amounts.
Yeah.
The problem is, here we go again, me mentioning the best class, Paladins.
Go back to that well. But I mean, it makes sense though, right? Like, I mean, I don't mean like for some people that's fine. You can play the monk class and play like all factors and all facets of it, and that's fine as well. But like
some people just like the monk, yeah.
I mean, like you can play a monk and start feeling like the damage portion is weak, and you're just a bit like, oh, this is a bit lame. And then like the healing on top of that, you're just like, why? What's the point? Like I don't
literally
understand.
just play a cleric.
Play a healer then. Like if you want
clerics have a bonus action that heals the same amount at level 1. Like it's so much better.
Hand of ultimate mercy. Have a dead party member, take a short rest, get your key point back, and then punch them back to life.
That is kind of neat.
You only need 5. Yeah, it's neat, but at level 17.
At level 11, clerics can revive you from the dead.
Yeah. Similar to Revivify, but lacks an expensive cost. Okay, yeah, fair.
Sure.
This doesn't have specific tests around
to be bringing people back to life.
I guess you could punch like missing limbs back together.
It's just
pointless. Let's F. I'm saying F. First in the F tier.
Is that the Flurry of Healing Harm or the Hands of Ultimate Mercy? Because that's 17th level. At 17th level, Wizards have Wish. I believe.
Just double check that. Make sure you're not wrong.
Yeah. Let me fact check that.
Fact check, Jamie. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Yeah, what level do Wizards get Wish? I do believe it is 17th level. 9th level Conjuration spell. Yeah.
Shadows on deck.
17th level as a sorcerer or wizard. At 17th level, you can just cast, like, you can use Wish to copy the ability of Resurrection, which can bring back someone after 100 years, like after 100 years. I don't need to punch someone back together every short rest. I can just revive them from the dead with Wish.
But Wish is still a save, not a save, like a DC, isn't it?
No, it'll just do the thing you ask, and then you roll to see if you can ever cast it again.
Okay, yes, I guess that. Yeah, fair.
Depending on what you ask. If you just use Wish to copy the effects of another spell, like Resurrection, you can do it as many times as you want.
That's pretty good.
Or you could just cast Resurrection.
If that's true, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like fucking why this is the problem with comparing. Yeah, I'm putting Mercy in. Yeah, Mercy in F. Fuck Mercy. Just play a cleric.
Just playing a healer of some kind. All right, Shadow.
I do love how the fucking the monk classes have become monk subclass. Just play something else.
Yeah, well, it's true though. Like again, I feel like the strength in the monk is the flavor that kind of ties back into you playing a monk. And then you doing the fighting for a reason. You actually doing the abilities for a reason. You tying that back into like why you're playing the monk. You know what I mean? Like those circular things that make the class interesting. I think that's why those other classes we had were like A, S, and A tier, right? Because they actually feed back into themselves and make them like fun things to play.
Or they change the class substantially. Like the reason Hexblade is so good is it makes Warlocks play completely differently. Also, you know, take one level as a fucking paladin. You don't have to be as multi-thing dependent. You also get an extra fucking smite. It's fucking great. There's no reason not to. Sorry, I just had to bring up paladins again.
No, go back to that well. Go back to that well.
Yeah, the well's never ending, man.
The way of the shadow, my man.
Oh, okay, so this is the one where you get the fucking some darknessy themed ninja stuff.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm in.
Flavor, dope.
Yeah.
Execution, not great. Starting with this tradition, at 3rd level, you can use your key points to duplicate the effects of certain spells. As an action, you can spend 2 key points to cast Dark Vision, Darkness, Pass Without Trace,
Sorry, yawn, contagious yawning.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace, Silence, Darkness, and Dark Vision. Darkness is not great unless you build into it. Dark Vision is okay, but like you're probably going to have Dark Vision already, so using 2 key points where that could be 4 more attacks, probably not worth it. Pass Without Trace is very good.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus 10 to your to your entire party's fucking stealth is mad. For 2 key points, very good. Silence is actually fucking good. Silence is
underrated, yeah.
Silence is so underrated. Like, we're fighting hags? Cool. You can't cast spells anymore. It's like, it's essentially a fucking anti-magic field at level 3. It's very good. So...
Actually, that looks fun to play. I've never played it before.
Oh, but it's fun.
Playing it as a ninja, like you said.
Yeah, that's the kind of that's the ability to step from one shadow to another. When you're in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space. You see that's also within dim or dark light. You have advantage on the first melee attack you make before the turn ends. So you can bonus action teleport and then whack a motherfucker. Pretty good.
And flavor some of that stuff like you're a ninja, you know what I mean? Like the
yeah, like smoke bombs and shit. Yeah, 100%.
Shadow Step's always cool.
Shadow Step's so it's never
Shadows is solid too.
Learn to become one of the shadows. You can use your action to become invisible. You remain invisible until you make. So here's the thing, that's essentially just a worse version of the Gloomstalker effect.
Yeah, fair.
Because you've got to use your action. And it's only while you're in dim light or darkness.
Is there a feat for something like that as well?
No, unfortunately.
Isn't there like Skulker
you
or
remain
something
invisible
like that?
until you make an attack, cast a spell, or in an area of bright light. So, with Gloomstalker, if they aren't, it's literally the exact same effect. So you're invisible to people who are using Dark Vision, essentially. It's not good. And you remain invisible until you make an attack. With Gloomstalker, you still stay invisible. That's the 11th level ability. Where's the Shadow Monk? Just playing Gloomstalker.
Just play Gloomstalker. But do we put it?
Get Darkness, Dark Vision, and Pass Without Trace. The only one they're missing is Silence. Gloomstalkers also get some teleporting. They get Misty Step, which isn't as good as Shadow Step, but fuck, it's pretty close. They get the Cloak of Shadows at level 3 instead of level 11. At 17, you explode when you hit by attack. Whenever you hit a creature within 5 feet made by attack. Hit by an attack made by a creature other than you use reaction to make a melee attack against that creature. Okay, so at level 17, they just get Sentinel as a feat, which again, you could take at level 4. The first one is kind of neat, but you get all of those spells except Silence by being a ranger. And yeah, it's just play a Gloomstalker. Probably C.
C. Well, are we going up? Are we better than a Cobalt?
Flavor-wise, definitely not. I'd probably place it above the Undead, though.
Done.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, wave the Shadow Monk, play a fucking Gloomstalker.
Although, like, Gloomstalker would be good as a ranged character. I feel like Way of the Shadow would probably be more fun.
Gloomstalkers make great melee characters.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because as long as you're in darkness,
that's true.
As long as you're in darkness, you're hitting them and they're trying to hit you back, and they're always doing it at disadvantage.
Yeah. I still feel like Melee Hunters is kind of whack there.
It's weird. It feels weird. A little weird. Like there's a little bit of a disconnect. I don't know. We like Aragorn was a ranger and he fucking beat the shit out of
he would have been a fighter with like.
Nah, he was a ranger. He was mostly a ranger with a couple levels in fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like we literally watched him. No, that's not controversial. He's literally a dude.
Me arguing against it is controversial.
Oh, gotcha.
Astral Self. We have an Astral Self monk in our party at the moment.
This is the JoJo's one, so you get punching ghosts. Just for that, I gotta put it at least in B.
Yeah.
Just for the anime references, even though I'm not a big anime guy, I know fucking hang me. It's got to go in B.
Anime guy, don't worry.
I like the weird fucking like artsy stuff from like the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, like Evangelion and like
even weirder than that. There's some like weird avant-garde shit out there.
Yeah, I mean, like I've watched that, and I've watched what's the other one with the cop, the lady cop? Bato. Oh, that one, you know.
Oh, Bato's pretty good.
No, that's not what it's called, but I can't think of what the show's called. No, but I know she's always like, Bato, coming up on a 10-8-9er.
Isn't it just named after?
No, why can't I think of what it's called?
Summon your astral arms. To defend yourself, each creature you do within 10 feet must succeed a dexterity take. Okay. Spectral arms give you strength modifier making strength checks. You can use spectral arms to make unarmed strikes. When you use spectral arms, it's 5 feet greater than normal unarmed strikes. Wave with the arms who use your wisdom modifier instead of your strength or dex modifier for the attack rolls and the damage type. It's force. Astral Self is bonus action. Get a Vigid, last 10 minutes, covers your face like a helmet or a mask, you determine its appearance.
Sold.
Present, you gain the following benefits. You can see normal and darkness, both magical and non-magical.
That's helped us out heaps at the moment.
With distance 120 feet, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Advantage of wisdom, insight, and charisma and intimidation checks. Yeah,
well, wisdom that's pretty solid.
Record words and creatures, making it so the creature can hear you. Alternately, you can amplify your voice to make it 600 feet. Hear you. Okay, that's pretty good.
Solid.
Starting at level 1, you get both astral arms and vision summoned. You can use your body astral. No action required. The spectral body covers your physical form like a suit of armor, connecting your arms and Vigis. You determine its appearance. Deflect energy. You can reduce the damage taken by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier, and each of your turns when you hit a target with the arms of the astral stuff, you deal extra damage to the target equal to martial arts die. Okay, it's neat. It's kind of cool. It doesn't look phenomenal. Probably above Celestial, below Horizon Walker. For me. That's where I put it.
Looks like a good tank.
We should have got Arch in here for this shit because he would have had fucking words. He did not like the Astral Self.
Yeah, well, yeah, no spoilers.
I feel like we got actually. You know what? We're gonna drop it down to C just so she doesn't yell at us.
C. No, yeah, I feel like
I put it on the top end of C.
Top above end of Cobalt. C. Above Cobalt. Bang. No, excuse me. Thank you. I feel like if you wanted to play not a tank, but like a run-in and be the sponge type player, then you would play this and you'd play it well and it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But like for his character, him coming into our party, it's a bit like, man, can you just go and take all the damage? Is that okay with you? Can you just go and do that? And if you're someone who's just joined a party, like, and you're trying to feel your way out and like wonder what you're gonna do in your party, like adhere yourself to the people that you're playing with, I can feel like that would not be fun. Like, because at the same time, like I felt like you there, go take all that damage. Like go in there and just like take the dodge. Come on, come on, sir. You do it. And like I didn't want to say that. Like I don't want to like make him feel that way, right? So I'm not going to say that. But like if you wanted to play that and be that, then this would be, I think, upped in B tier, and you would have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'll give it that.
But I can see where like people would not enjoy it. They'd be like, I don't like this. Ascended Dragon. I played an Ascended Dragon. Solid.
I've never played an Ascended Dragon. You're gonna have to. This one's
solid.
Here.
It was that robot that I had. Yeah, that was the day you couldn't make it. You had to go.
That was straight. The day.
Yeah, and
that was the horror theme campaign.
Yeah,
where,
yeah. And
what fucking happened that day?
I think your dog may have got hit by a car.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I was a little like, don't make me bring it up, sir.
Yeah. So, by the way, do you want to know what actually happened after I found out my dog got hit by a car?
Sure.
It wasn't. My mum rolled over their fucking paw. That's it.
Like, but still, any animal harm, I'm like, I don't care.
He had been full on hit and was in like
I know, but
critical condition. I thought he was fucking dying, so I rushed off. Nope, he just needed a splint and he was fine.
Yeah, but I mean, any animal harm, I'm like,
not right, but it was not like the end of the fucking world. I thought it was. It wasn't like he wasn't dying. Nope. He my mom's just a bad driver. Love you, Mom. You don't get to see this.
Shout out Mrs. Theron.
Mrs. fucking Theron, yeah.
Senate Dragon, solid. It's you get the breath, Draconic Strike, Quickened Healing, Stillness in the Mind, solid. Because I was playing the robot, like it was very, very high level of flavor that I was playing it as. Like it was not like a min-max type scenario. I was playing it like I was a robot. So some of these other like little flavor things that they have in there, like Draconic Strike and Quickened Healing and Stillness of Mind, like they make sense as a robot, you know what I mean? Like you can still your mind as a robot. And then like the wings would have been sick eventually. I think maybe I didn't take the wings, did I? Yeah, I did, because I had like rocket boosters. Yeah, that's right, I did. But I never used them. And the Frightful Presence, obviously, because I'm a robot. I think we did level 10. But if I have ever leveled it higher than that, I would have taken that. And been like, Frightful Robot, I am Gort.
Yeah, no, fucking nice.
So solid. It's a solid fun. But I would probably say T at the end of C.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright, let's knock these last three out and then we'll save it for next time.
Laser Monk.
Sun Soul?
Sun Soul's a Laser Monk. I'd probably put that at D. It's not great. It's very unfortunate. It sounds dope as shit. Like you think you're gonna have like you're punching beams, and you kind of are, but the damage is mid. They don't scale very well. Just like play a fucking range class. Like they've got worse range than fucking that are like a hand crossbow, and they deal about the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
Just fucking use crossbow.
Yeah, pretty much. But I kind of like that. It's cool.
The flavor is mad.
It looks
the flavor
fun.
is fucking so cool.
Yeah.
Like the idea that you're like punching the air and these giant, or like you've got like fucking Iron Man laser beams coming out of your hand. It's sick as fuck. Unfortunately, it just doesn't scale.
It's it's not they're Eldritch Blast and they're like range weapons for a reason, right? And this, I hate that. It annoys me when that happens, right? Where they make a cool thing and they're like, here's this cool thing, but actually like it's a quarter as good as just using something that's kind of similar, and you're like,
literally,
why would you? Why? I don't understand. Searing Arc Strike, solid. Searing Sunburst, and then Sun Shield. Sun Shield sounds pretty cool, but it's like getting it 11.
I still think I'd put it above Kensei.
Kensei? Above Kensei?
Put it above Kensei. Just
Solid?
because, like, so after having ranked all of these, I've come to the understanding that fucking monks are just the class. Monk, just play something else.
Yeah, fair. C tier. C tier.
There's none of these that kind of do anything that a different class doesn't do slightly better, except for maybe the Long Death and the Open Hand.
I feel like the monk is that though, right?
Yeah.
The monk is a very like, you're just trying to kind of spiritualize martial class.
Yeah.
I see it. Last two, 4 elements.
4 elements.
Never played it.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad. Scrunch.
You get some. Oh yeah, maybe worse than Mercy. You get some elemental damage. That's kind of neat, but like just play a fucking wizard. Like just cast Fireball if you want to cast fire. Just like they were trying to get like the Avatar: The Last Airbender thing going, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just does not work.
I kind of like to keep it out of scrunch, but I kind of like that's cool.
Oh
but
yeah, flavor-wise,
again, you're running into like the mechanics of what D&D is, and you're trying as hard as you can to make this thing like feel real. And an attempt was made, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going, oh man, they really nailed it. They knocked it out of the park with that one. You're kind of like, an attempt was made, I guess. And I think if you took this class and you reshaped a few of the things as well with your DM, like I think you could make it better, right? Like some of the like the water whip and like some of that other like the unbroken air and the scale spirits, like you could probably sit down and make those a better attack or a better like flavor for what you're doing with your DM. And then you're sort of looking at the class going like, why bother making this class if like somebody has to sit down and pencil in and fix up some of the shit that doesn't work in it, right?
Yep, no, 100%.
Yeah, F.
What F tier, probably above Mercy.
Above Mercy, wow. Yeah, I guess Mercy's Mercy. I'm moving Mercy down to Scrunch.
I think there's some worse classes.
Okay, you've convinced me. It's going back up.
On like Monster Slayer or Hunter or the Undying, like it's bad.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
At least the job it does is redundant, but at least it does do the job.
True.
Whereas like the Monster Slayer, Hunter, and Undying just don't do what they're trying to do.
They make it worse.
Yeah. They take bad stuff and then they don't do what they're trying to do, and it's just bad. Drunken Master, I'd probably put it as like low D.
D.
It's an AC tank build, which already aren't great, and you can just make better ones by getting armor. Play a fighter, get plate, put on a shield. You have the same AC as a Drunken Master with all their abilities.
And you're doing a little bit more damage there too, as well.
Yeah. Like, I do love an AC tank. Like, I tried to build Theron as a pseudo AC tank. Lots of fun. But, you know.
Solid. What are we looking after Kensei? Yeah,
after Kensei.
Yeah. Solid. I don't know. Drunken Master always to me has been
even E.
Even E.
Like Drunken Mode, just get armor.
Just get armor? Yeah, fair. Okay, the flavor does some things, right?
Oh, dude.
Because playing a Drunken Master is cool, but and you know, a lot of the trope of like drunken D&D is fun, and I get that. I would see some people playing that and be like, yeah, this is cool, but
there's nothing stopping you playing an open hand monk as a Drunken Master. Like,
you
can play a character who is a drunk as an open hand monk and just have him be like super, like he's drunk, he's swinging around, and then he clocks you in the face and you realize
and
like
you just
there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Yeah, the equivalent palms you. There's nothing stopping that. Unfortunately, and as a Drunken Master just fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
So bad.
Real. We'll leave it there for now, and we'll come. I'll take a screenshot of this, and we'll come back to Fighter next time.
Yeah, fucking nice.
Because apparently we're back next week, so.
Oh, we're back next week?
Yeah. There's an event in the calendar saying next week. So.
All right, I'm gonna upload these to the group.
And go so far. Here we go. Bam.
All right, so you upload yours, and I'll upload mine. Do you want to just upload yours?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it after we get off the stream.
All right, yeah, cool.
But yeah, no, thank you to everyone for listening. I'll put this up on the audio. That'll be fun for people to listen through. I listened through to the last one. I actually enjoyed like listening to us talking shit last time, I should say. And
I remember, fuck the Pinkertons.
Yeah, wow. I hope they don't come after us after that. So.
Oh, what are they gonna do? They're stuck in the US.
Yeah, true. Well, there are these things called planes. You know what I'm saying? So.
They got no jurisdiction.
And boats. And griffins.
Oh yeah, fucking why did the Eagles just fly him to Mordor?
So good. I would have ended that movie. All right, yeah, thank you to Tabletop Audio, thank you to Roll20 and a bunch of other things that we were using to do this tier list, and also, yeah, next week we will be back with the game. Apparently it's an event here, so if the DM's watching, she'll be able to confirm yay or nay. And
I do not believe they're watching. They are busy.
It's, you know, they might watch a replay and post on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And yeah, it's goodbye from me.
Yeah, fucking have a good one.